Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Tax Time podcast on Unraveling the Past. The podcast where we join deep into the history to uncover the mesmerizing stories behind the institution and practices which is shaping our today's world. I am your host Jasmine. I am thrilled to take you on a journey through the history of income tax in India. Today, when we talk about income tax, we often think of it is a modern concept, isn't it? But did you know that income taxation has its roots in an ancient India? Yes, you hear that right. In this episode, we will explore the exciting history of income tax on the Indian subcontinent, tracing its evolution from ancient practices to the establishment of formal income tax laws. Yes, our journey begins in the distant past, where taxation was a means of sustaining governance and society. In a text like Manusmriti and Arthasastra, we find references to the taxation systems. In Manusmriti and Arthasastra, the taxes are imposed on various classes of individuals, including traders, artisans, and agriculturists also. So, in this text, taxes were collected not only in the form of currency, but also in the form of kind, such as grains, raw materials, livestock, and other commodities, which were vital for the substances of the society. Fast forward to the 19th century, when the British colonial rulers introduced the Income Tax Act of 1860. Sir James Wilson, who is the first one who coined the term tax. So this pivotal movement was prompted by the financial losses incurred due to the mutiny of 1857. The act initially applied for 5 years. The income tax policies established during British rule left a lasting impact on India's contemporary tax system. Subsequent developments, amendments and to the income tax laws lead to the enactment of Income Tax Act 1961. Now, which is followed in this act, that is, the Income Tax Act of 1961 is followed by India nowadays. As we conclude this episode, we have just scratched the surface of India's income tax history. In our next episode, we will discuss how the text Manusmriti and Arthasastra charged the tax on income in an earlier period. So stay tuned for more interesting stories from the annals of the history right here on Unraveling the Past. Thank you for joining me on this enlightening journey. Your support helps us bring more historical stories to your ears. See you in the next episode.